Hi guys, it's Cindy with Pups and Crochet, and I'm back again to finish off my first video. So I hope you watched it from beginning to end. That's all I'm asking you to do, is just watch the videos from start to finish, and I will repay the favor. I am catching up on the ones that have commented. I have gone on, bam, and grabbed some of them, watched a couple of their videos, move on to somebody else, and then I just keep rotating back and forth. Try to jump on some lives, try to see what's going on. I have something I have to show you, but I want to catch you up on a couple things. Cindy, with an S, from Lulu's Treasure, she was showing off her Tumi charms. I have been buying charms from them. I love them. Okay, I'm going to make them for the craft fair. And for my bracelets that I showed you, but I got some new ones in that are really pretty. So when I get them put on, I'm going to show you so that you can see if you like them. Is it a yay, a nay, whatever. Let me know. But I haven't got to those yet because it's been too hot. Yes. So you'll see me dancing in the winter. But the summer, oh, no, not so good. No. As Olivia says, no. No. Olivia, oh my God, that girl's a crack up. She's doing head, shoulders, knees, and toes on the video. And when they speed up, she's trying so hard to do it all. And she makes me laugh. And Kristen plays this booty song. It's like a slide, not electric slide, but it's something like that. But it goes, shake your booty, shake. And man, that girl can shake her booty. She gets all into that music. She loves that song. And she's crazy. She's crazy, but she's so smart. Oh my goodness, this girl. If she keeps up, she could be our first woman president. She could be. I don't know. Who knows? You never do know. These kids we're having now could be changing our whole world. You don't know. Okay, so I wanted to tell you, okay, I told you about that. And then also check out Oodles and Caboodles a Craft. Her name is Vicky. You'll always see her comment on my videos and stuff, and check out her channel. I've been going on there, watching some of her videos, switching off, going back and forth. And some I didn't, some I don't comment on, or I'll put the little puppy for the watch puppy that I've been there. But mostly I can't stop talking, so I leave comments. But sometimes something else will pop up. I jump on that real fast after I finish it, and you know. So that's how it is. And Amy with Hooked on Wish and Crochet, she entered her state fair, town fair, state fair. Put some of her beautiful crafty items up in the judging booths. She won ribbons. She won Judge's Choice. Woohoo! Go Amy! Go Amy! Go Amy! Yes. You've got to check out the stuff that she's been making. It is awesome. See what she entered. I will link her again. Make sure you check her out so you can see the little project she's been working on. She's got little birds hatching. And they just flew out of my mind what they're called. Oh my goodness. They make those little baby eggs. I don't know. It'll come to me somewhere. But she's been sending me pictures of them, and they are so... Quails. Baby quails. And they got those little baby quail eggs. You see them on the cooking shows making, and they are adorable. I just want to go over there and fluff them and kiss them. They're so cute. And they've been hatching, and she sends me pictures every time they hatch, and they're just beautiful. Okay, so I caught up on that. I'm still checking my notes because, I have no idea. Okay. Now, I told you in my video before, that I was having issues. Okay, not just with air conditioning. That was the top thing. Okay, but then, you see this big bruise right here? See it? I don't know if you can see it. I can't bend my arm just for you to see it. But anyway, I got that big bruise right there. It's a big bruise. Okay? Anyway, do you know what I did? I had my hands full, so I went like this and shut the freezer and refrigerator door. And what did it do? It sucked my arm in between the two doors, and now I got this giant bruise, and it hurts. And I bet you in a million that I could not do that again. Robert goes, "Why are you screaming?" I'm like, "My arm!" It was stuck in the doors. Right between, and the openings are like this big, but it sucked it right in there. I'm like, ah! Okay, so I get past that. We're trying to do everything in the air fryer or on top of the stove, so we're not turning the oven on. And because it was just too hot. Well, then I'm sitting there and he goes, "Well, I had all these clothes laid out," because, you know, he's Mr. Perfectionist with laundry, so he has to do laundry, and he has all the piles out. And he goes, "And you messed up all my piles." First of all, I did not mess up your piles. That was the gremlins. They did it. Not me. Not Peanut. The gremlins did it. I told you they were here because your socks were trying to run back up the stairs. The gremlins were here, right? So I go in the kitchen and I'm fixing things. I open it up to get my ice water out. And my whole container of sugar that has never moved falls off the top, all over me, all in the refrigerator, all in the freezer, all over the floor, everything. I had to shut everything off, and I am literally scraping sugar off the doors, off all the shelves, trying to sweep up this whole thing of sugar. And I said, "I told you the gremlins were here. That thing has never moved, but all of a sudden, now it's going to move." Yeah. So that took me a long time to get all those sugar crystals out of everything. The door handles, the condiments, everything in the freezer, all the drawers, all the shelves, everything was sugar. I'm like, then I'm down there with the broom. I'm trying to get it. And Robert comes in and he goes, "I still feel it." And I said, "If you still feel it, you finish sweeping it because I'm done. I'm sick of this sugar." And I mean, I was done. So he's sweeping and he goes, "I think I got it all." I'm like, "Good for you." I'm glad. I'm like, I'm sitting down. I made enough mess for one day. So that was interesting. And then I was watching a video from Lead Farmer 73, and he was on a live, and I caught him towards the end, and he was talking about the kids of this next generation, you know, our kids, that they don't carry on family traditions. Everything's the internet, gotta look it up, and it's true. It is true. They don't listen. And, you know, you being a mother and raising kids and having pets and everything like that, like I told Sadie, I said, "Sadie, her is infected." Her one dog, Bo. And she goes, "You're crazy." I said, "Sadie, smell it. Her ear is infected." And this was before she had Callahan. And she said, "You're crazy." I said, "Smell her ear." "I'm not smelling her ear." Okay. So me and Kristen were out there visiting her right before she had the baby. And Bo shook her head like this, and the infection just poured out. And I said, I told you it was infection. You don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Okay." So they take her to the emergency vet. They go over there. Vet tells her, and she's like, "Oh, man." And he's like, "It's okay. it happens, that especially with dogs that have ears like that, and it can happen to any dog. And she goes, no. She goes, no. Now I have to go tell my mom she was right. And he goes, well, you should listen to your mom anyway. But they don't. They don't listen to anything. They think they know everything. And if they don't, they look it up. I'm like, really? Seriously? You don't have to look it up. We grew up with no computers, no cell phones, no nothing. If we had a question, we looked up in a dictionary. If we had to go to the library, we had to go through that whole little thing looking for the book we wanted. They wouldn't know what to do with that. No. So I totally agree with him. Check him out because he was funny. He was talking about how from his knees down, he is hella sexy. But he said, knees up? Yeah, not so much. But he goes, and he's showing his leg. He goes, look at these. Look at this leg. From the knees down, I am one sexy human. Gotta check him out. He was funny. I was laughing so hard. Okay, so now I am going to, I told you about everything. Oh, okay, with the heat outside, it's been so hot that even Haas has not wanted to fight with them, you know, because, you know, I told you the outside cats I have are Petrie and Shadow. They stay with us, walk with me and Peanut on every walk, come back, they stay here. Well, Haas comes up, wants to fight with them. And I told Haas, you're a bad boy, Haas. You want to fight with them? I'm not giving you no treats. You can eat your food, but you're not getting any treats. You made me mad. Well, the other day when I told him, I said, are you going to be a good boy? Flips over to show me she's a girl. I said, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, miss, but I'm still calling you Haas. But you are a girl. Okay, thank you for showing me that. I'm happy. But Haas to come up and let me pet her and stuff. But Shannon and Petrie stand back and look at her like, why? But anybody that does have cats, if you could tell me, lately, Shadow has, when I go out to feed them their wet food, they always have their kibble and water, and I've been putting ice cubes out there because the squirrels have been running up there because they're like crawling to the water from the heat. So I'm putting ice cubes out in there. Shadow has been wringing my legs as I'm getting her food ready. And she's meowing and meowing, and I'm hoping that's a good thing. I really don't know anything about cats, but, you know, I'm not going to let them go hungry, so tell me about that. All right, so what I wanted to show you was something, I don't know why I made this, but I had that those Millens from Hirschner's, and I got one of the alpaca ones because they were talking about how pretty they were and everything, and I got a pack of green with this off-whitish color. So, dun 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 dun, I made an alpaca out of alpaca. You see me? You see me? I said, you look like a little doggy too. But I did it right off the picture. So, she is an alpaca made out of alpaca. And her legs are flexible, so you can sit her down, you can stand her up, and she actually stands up herself. I was going to do her whole body in fluff, and Robert's like, that's not what the picture does. I'm like, that's not what the picture does. I'm like, well, I can make her however I want. I made her a little tail. But, so I made her face all fluffy, and I gave her eyebrows. So, that is my alpaca out of alpaca. Now I've been working on some bracelets. I haven't got the charms on them yet, but I've been using some of the ice yarn from Yarn Nut. Now I went on her site to check. She is still not operational yet because she takes the winter off. But this is one of the yarns from there. Now this one is stretchy. And then here's some other yarns. that are going to have other bracelets that are going to have, like this one looks like taffy. It reminds me of taffy. They're going to have the charms on it. And this one's like for Halloween, it's just orange. Okay. And then I made, you know, gotta have one with some bling to it. Okay, so those are some bracelets. Then, forgive me, I don't know who I saw these on, but they're little fidgety things, and they're like little mushrooms. But you hold the bottom and you can pull the tops up, pull the tops down, pull the tops up, pull the tops down. Keeps kids entertained. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And we used to sell a lot of, I used to like make these little fidget bags that you had, that when the kids would play with them, they just rolled around in their hand. And we had a lot of little kids that had autism that came in, and they loved those. So this is an awesome little thing. I'm going to try to make it a little bigger because I think it just came out too small from her pattern. Or she was using thick chenille. I just put 2 strands together of a thin chenille. So, you know, they're like this, I'm blowing my top. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm a mushroom. No, I'm blowing my top. They're just really cute. I love them. So I was making those. And I will try to look it up and see who I got that pattern from. I can't remember. I did not write it down. So I don't know if it's by Amy, handmade by Amy, or if it's Teresa's Crochet Shop. One of them made these. I have to look it up. I will check to make sure. But they are so fun. Even I love playing with them. They're just awesome. Hello. Hello. But I want to make them a little bit bigger. You know? I mean, this is the thin, this is that really thin chenille. Because all my other chenille's gone from the baby blankets. So I have not bought any more chenille. But I got this in a mystery bag. But it's a thin chenille. So I had to put 2 strings together to make it this size. Otherwise, it probably would have been micro. Like those little micro cars. Remember that on TV? Okay, and let's see. I have covered everything except for the cat conference. Okay, now, as I told you before, Petrie and Shadow stay up on my porch. Haas has been coming by because she is just starved to death. I can count her ribs. So I've been fattening her up because she needs some weight on her. And we have a new black and white cat that I've never seen before has come strolling by. And then I saw 3 little black kittens. And she saw them come out, ran over there, and they were like, voom. I'm like, oh, guess we know who Mama is. Then the other night, where we used to have a park back here, but it was really messed up from the older kids that were destroying it, and these little kids were just going to get hurt on it. So they took it down, and they left just the sand, and they're planning on putting a new all plasticky, you know, park over there. And I mean, they're not in a huge hurry because there's one right down, like towards the next townhomes. There's another park. But so the cats have kind of taken over this. It's like their giant litter box there. And so that's where they go. And so I'm looking at, I'm walk Peanut and I'm looking. And here's Petrie hiding under, like Petrie thinks she's a tiger. She hides under a blade of grass and thinks you can't see her. Shadow's laying over here. And then I look and I see the little black and white cat right here. Petrie's here. So slowly, Shadow comes from this side, and they're going real slow at each other. They smell each other. They separate. Then Petrie, you know, has got to do the same thing Shadow does, because that's big sister. Goes over there. And then I look, and there's Haas is in this corner. And Haas is just laying there, and I'm like, please, Haas, don't attack right now. They were just all too tired. And then I look under the tree and there's a solid black cat. I said, I'm guessing that would be Papa. So now these 2 cats got tossed out from somebody that moved. So we have 2 more. But I don't see them up here. They more stay on that area. Like all the cats have their areas blocked of where they stay. Haas is the only one that's crossing the line. And I said, you be good. You can be fed and have all your treats and stuff. And then I tried. I was like, you just chased Petrie up the tree. I'm not giving you no wet food. You get only kibble. And then drove me crazy. I had to give her kibble. Then I gave her wet food. I'm like, why can't I stay mad at you guys? I can't. They kill me inside. I can't. Okay, so I'm going to let you go. Hugs and puppy kisses, prayers if you need them. And please remember, adopt, don't shop. And to any of our new family members, welcome. And I hope you love our channel and stay with us in Pups and Crochet and be our family. Okay, I love you guys. I will let you go. I will not be a stranger. I am going to get back to normal. As normal as Cindy can be. Because, Cindy cindified it. Yeah, I cindified it. That's what I do. But this is an alpaca made out of alpaca. But, honestly, I would not work with that yarn again. It's too thick. It hurts my hands. And it's just way too thick. It's too hard. I can't do it. My hands just can't hold up to that. Okay. Love you guys. Prayers of hugs. Prayers, puppy kisses. And remember, adopt, don't shop. There are way too many babies out there that need a home. Love you guys. Bye.